Oh, hello friends. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here. I have a ton of stuff to show you. And I'm in a really good mood, so hopefully this video will go well. My name is Mary at Mary Bear Stitchin'. First off, it's January 9th, I believe, yes, Wednesday. Thought it was Thursday. Thought it was almost the end of the week, but it's not. Just Wednesday. Hi. Oh, I would like to show you my new mug. How cute is that? Be the Leslie Knope of everything you do. My best friend gave that to me. It's pretty phenomenal. If you haven't seen my other videos, I'm pretty obsessed with Leslie Knope. She is my spirit animal, so this means a lot to me. I really dig this. Well, Happy New Year. I haven't seen you in a long time. And late Merry Christmas, because I did not do like a Christmas video. If you're wondering why I did not finish my Flossmas videos, well, I had some health issues that started cropping up again, and it just became too difficult to do daily videos. It's just when, I don't know, my health was just getting bad, and it's just, if you're feeling sick all the time, this just isn't, it's not a fun activity to do. So I now have a more realistic goal, I guess, for my videos. Like, these one video a month, that's great. I can definitely do that. Even if I'm not feeling well, I'll still have a day where I am down to do these videos. So I think that's more realistic. And yeah, Flossmas, I just bit off a little bit more than I could chew. So it is what it is. Maybe one day I will try vlogging again, because I like the idea of vlogging. It's super fun and difficult, very hard. Oh my gosh, it's so much harder than I realized. But one day. So yeah, Christmas vacation. I had 2 weeks off work, which was lovely and stressful and very busy. So it was nice to have the time off work for sure. I spent most of my break getting Christmas presents finished. I have a ton of FFOs to show you, which is like the first time ever. I have an issue with finishing things. I like to procrastinate, but I got a lot of finishes done, mostly because they were all Christmas presents, and I had a deadline, and I do really well with deadlines. So it still finishes though. It's still fucking awesome, and I'm pumped about it. I don't have them here. Oh, does she need to? Okay, sorry, I'm back. My roommate just came home and had a bunch of furniture and stuff, so a little bit of an interruption, but let's see. Busy vacation, presents. I don't remember what I talked about last. Finishes, yeah. Got some finishes done, so I'll show you that in a little bit. But I did one thing that was not a cross-stitch finish, but just a fun craft that I did for all of my friends, and a couple for me because I liked them. But I made these Polaroid magnets. Ooh, there's a bit of glare. There we go. There's my pups. And then we did some, like, squad pictures. They actually look like Instagram magnets. It's just from the glare from it. This is me and Chase. Another one. Yeah, so these were really fun. I tried to do just like different things for everyone, like a couple squad pictures, picture of their pet, picture of them and their significant other. And it was really fun. So this is actually wood. So I just got some wood from, oh God, I got it a long time ago. I think it was like Michael's or something. And I measured the picture that I wanted on it, and then I cut all of these. So these were like, I bought them in like strips. And so I sawed them myself. My boyfriend showed me how, and I did it myself. Very proud. Sawed them to the right size, and then painted them with the multiple colors of paint, and then got some Mod Podge, put a layer of that, then the picture, and then 2 more layers of Mod Podge over the top, and then just hot glued some magnets on. So I thought that was really fun and cute. I was actually planning on doing it last year for everyone, but I tend to just get too overwhelmed with the Christmas presents that I decide to do for everyone. Like, I always had these like big plans, and I never start early enough. So last year I definitely didn't get around to it, but this year I did, and next year I already have a really fun project that I'm gonna make for everyone for Christmas, and I'm really excited about it. But I don't want to say anything too soon. So yeah, I think that's all of my break stuff, or for the most part until I get to like the New Year's stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys had a really good vacation. I was really sad. I wanted to do a video while I was on vacation, like sometime even like around Christmas or something, but things just got so crazy. Like, I was just waking up and crafting all day until like 2 days before New Year's. That's it. Because like my friends, we had a Christmas party the week after Christmas, so I had a full week more to get the Polaroid magnets done, and I needed that time because it actually took a while. So yeah, just all of my vacation time was gone. But it was worth it for sure. So moving on, I have so much stuff. Like, I have like stuff all around me. It is ridiculous. So let's go on to, ooh, I don't know if I should do haul or finishes first. I'm gonna do finishes because I actually only have one finish here with me. So I'm just gonna tell you what the finishes were and then put a picture in. I really wish I had some of these like in person, like my mom's. I really like how my mom's turned out. I was so excited, actually. Well, whatever, I'll get to it. But I have one finish that I can show you, and that's it. So, first one is the one that I have. It is my brother's. So, I don't know if any of you have seen the show Psych. It's like a detective show where this guy pretends to be a psychic and helps solve crimes for the police department. And it's pretty dang funny. It's me and my brother, like, we used to watch it together all the time, and we have this quote from it that we really like to say, and it's super random and nobody else would ever understand it. Even if you've watched the show, it's just super, super random. But what I did was I made this pineapple. You might have seen it before. Oh, you can see that light with it. There you go. So it says, "It's a birthday cake, make a wish." It's so hard to get this without the glare. But yeah, so what I did was I mounted the cross stitch on mounting board. What is that called? Sticky board. And then I got this orange fabric. I lucked out with this orange fabric, actually. My brother's favorite color is orange, and I had been going to look for some yellow fabric. But I found this, and I was like, okay, this is actually perfect because it ties in pretty well with the colors. A couple of them are a little orangey. So I got his favorite color in there, and I got this shadow box that I think I got at Michael's for way too much money. Wanted to get stuff at Hobby Lobby, but I went on Sunday and they were closed. Sad day. But I love how it turned out. I'm really excited, and I am a terrible sister and still have not sent it to him. Oops. And I might not. I'm thinking I might just, like, I kind of want to just give it to him in person. So maybe I'll just, like, take a day and go visit him. He lives, like, it's like a 5-6 hour car ride, but it's been a while since I've seen him. So I might just take a little trip, go see him, give him this present. Because I kind of want to see his, like, he's going to freak out. Oh my gosh, he's going to freak out. This is going to be great. Okay, so these next ones, I'm just going to tell you about. This next one is for my dad. He loves Star Wars. Loves Star Wars, as many of us do. So this one I just kept it kind of simple, but I did a stormtrooper, and I just finished it in a hoop. All of these are my first time doing these kind of finishes. I've never done anything like this before. So it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be, actually. Like the hoop thing, it was pretty easy. So yeah, I just like laced it up on the back and then put a piece of felt around it, and I want to say it's called a blanket stitch, but I could be super wrong about that. So I don't know. I did some kind of a stitch around the felt. And then, so the next one, my mom. I showed this one, I think, in my last video. I was complaining about this one a lot because I didn't really like actually stitching it. It just wasn't my style, it wasn't my thing. But it's some sunflowers, and it says, "You are my sunshine," and it had some bees. Super cool. I actually really like the way it turned out, but hers is actually my favorite finish that I did. Like, I think it turned out so amazing. I found this fabric at the store, and it's like this light yellow fabric with bees on it, and oh my gosh, it was so good. And I got this distressed frame, and I did something really similar to what I did for the pineapple. I mounted the stitching onto sticky board, and then I, instead of mounting another piece around sticky board, I just took the fabric and wrapped it around the cardboard that was in the frame, and then put that in there, and then I made a burlap bow and hot glued it on the top. And I was pretty pumped about the bow too, because I've never made a bow before in my life, and I think it turned out pretty well. So, all around, pretty great. My mom, oh man, I'm gonna have to find, so I saw Kyle stitching in sound. What's up, Kyle? He did like this reaction video for his mom, so I did that too, but then I accidentally like cut off the video before my mom started crying. So I'm not gonna post that, but I tried to do like a reaction video. She like freaked out. It was great. And then my last one was something I sent to McKenna at Stitching in Sequence. What? I don't know why I forgot that for a second. Of course, Stitching in Sequence. So she went to this rave for the first, like a big rave, like we call them massives, which is like, it's like when, sometimes they're like more than one day, or it's just like a bunch of DJs that come all in one night. And so I've been going to raves for a really long time, so I was like giving her some tips and talking to her about what was going on, and talking to her about her outfit, which is always really fun. But I decided that I wanted to do something special for her since it was her first rave and everything, so I made her one of those like necklaces that I was showing in one of my other videos that I used to do. So I did a Michael Jackson. It's kind of like it's like a very pixelated version of Michael Jackson, but I think it's still pretty obvious what it is. And I know how much she loves him, so I did that on just like a piece of plastic canvas. So yeah, that was really fun, and I'm glad I was able to do something for her first rave, because I really wanted to be there with her, and I wasn't able to. So one day we will rave together, I promise. Okay, next. I feel like I'm talking so fast. I'm just really excited, you know, and I think it's coming off that way. Okay, let's do my whip, because I only have like one real whip. So since I spent most of December working on finishing things up for Christmas, I didn't have a whole lot of time to actually work on my pieces. So this week has been my only time working on this. So this is the, what's that actually called? It's Lavendar and Lace. What is it called? I just call it Anne. That's what I wrote down here. I wrote Anne. I'll have to put it in the comments below. I don't remember what this is called. But yeah, so this is where I'm at. So all of this out to like here is trees. So I'm almost done with the trees. this is the section that I've worked on this week. I think it comes down to about here, and then there's branches and a little bit more of leaves. I really would like to knock the rest of these leaves out. I want to be done with it and then start on Anne very soon, because I'm very excited. I'm excited for her hair because it's going to be red. I'm excited because I'm going to do the 1/1 for her skin, which I've never done before. Just a lot of things to be pumped about, but I'm not, so I'm going back to my plan of kind of working on one project per week. So I've got like a couple more days with this one before I rotate. Hoping to get the leaves done, but I probably won't start on anything too exciting until the next month. But we'll see. Okay. Before I forget, oh gosh. Let me get this sticker off. Okay, whatever. So this pattern, the one that I worked on for my mom, let me get it out so you don't have the glare. So this was a kit that I got, but I do have the pattern. I'm not sure if anybody would want it. If you do want it, let me know. I will gladly send it to you and pass that stash. But since it was a kit, I won't have the colors, but I'm sure you can just put whatever colors you want in it. So if that's something you're interested in, put it in the comments below and I will let you know. Moving on to haul. Oh my gosh, I am super excited about some of this. Let's see here. So this one, I just got the fabric for this, but that means that I can actually start it. So the fabric is here, and that means that this is fully kitted up. I'm very excited. It's a little bit past Christmas already, but I mean, you can do winter stitching all year round, right? I think I have more winter patterns now, or like Christmassy patterns, than anything else, so I really need to stock up on other types of patterns. I'd like to get something spring related. Oh, let me tell you what this is. This is called Christmas in the Pine. I'm going to show it again. That's what I'm going to do. Christmas in the Pine by the Stony Creek Collection. And I love this, especially the cardinal on top. I had got this a few months ago actually, and I got the fabric with it, but I got the wrong color fabric. So, just now got the right color, but that just means that I can use the other fabric for something else. I don't know what yet, but whatever it is, it's going to be great. This next one, okay, I don't know for sure if this is my favorite designer, but I am leaning pretty hard that this is my first favorite designer, because like I have just been like loving everything that she does. Her name is Madame Chantilly. I feel like I butchered that. I feel like she's French, I think. So this is it's called En Retard, and it is some reindeer. God, this glare is so bad. There we go. Reindeer. We got some houses. I love this color fabric that's in this picture. It's like this like grayish blue fabric that I'm really digging, and I'm gonna have to find whatever it is. Oh, this is so cute. Look, there's like a little reindeer that's like tagging behind. It's not actually like connected. It's so cute. I love her designs. Like basically everything that she does is like amazing. Like for a while, like I just didn't have like a favorite designer, but like for sure she is like currently what I'm liking. She has this like spring one that I've been really eyeing. Oh, I need this back. This one was a gift to me by my grandma because I told her that I was like doing a lot of cross stitch stuff, and I showed her some of the patterns that I was really wanting. I saw Emily C do this and I just fell in love. So, and this is my first sampler, you guys. First sampler. Let's see, who is this? This is the Three Things Sampler by, is this Moira Blackburn, I think is the designer. That's what it says here. So it is gorgeous. There is so much to it. Like, I love the colors. I love everything happening right here. Everything here is just gorgeous. I love it. I don't actually know what this says. What does this say? 3 things there are that will never come back. The arrow shot forth on its destined track. The appointed hour that could not wait, and the helpful word that was spoken too late. It's gorgeous. And there's like a little deer right here. I really like patterns with deers for some reason. Yeah, so this is great. For a long time, especially when I first started like watching Flosstube and getting like pretty heavy into stitching, like I did not understand samplers. Like, I didn't like them at all. I felt like they just were like, they just looked very dated to me. Weren't my style at all, for sure. But then like slowly I've been appreciating them more and more. Now, like, I don't really like samplers that are more alphabet than anything else. Like, I'm not a huge fan of just like I like the style of samplers. I'm not a huge fan of just like the alphabet being everywhere. Like, I don't really want to hang that up all over my house. But I will for this one for sure, because everything else that's going on makes it worth it. But like for some of them, like I think I would actually just stitch them and stitch everything except the alphabet, because like, I mean, I know why people did the alphabet for samplers, but I don't really want to do that for mine. I'd like them without it. But I at least do now. I feel like I understand a little bit more why samplers are such a big deal. And they are. They're great. Okay. This next one I just got today. Really excited. So I did my Stitchy wish list a while ago that Bendy Stitchy had told everybody to go do. And I know that like a lot of people have talked about how they've got patterns because of that. And now I can say that I'm one of them, because someone contacted me on Instagram. I didn't ask if I could mention her name, so I won't. But I'm very excited because this is an out of print chart that I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to get. Like, it was like kind of unicorn, but it was like I also didn't like look too hard for it, you know? But it's Salem Sisters. Ooh. Oh, it's so good. That doesn't look like very good. Let me open this up. It hasn't even been opened, you guys. I could not believe she reached out to me to give this to me. Like, this was just so sweet. Like, guys, this has been like on my list for such a long time now, and now I have it. I'm so excited. So yay, thank you. And I need to get more Halloween. I have so many Halloween patterns on my wish list, but I haven't like bought that many of them. Like, I have the witch that I'm doing, and oh no, I guess I have 2, but I need more. I need more Halloween in my life. Okay, and then this, okay, I got 2 other things that are pretty small. I got these scissors because I lost mine in my couch. Don't know how that happened. And then this adorable bag with the 1940 fashion on it. I love these style dresses. Like, I love old movies. I like also like White Christmas. I've mentioned that. I love White Christmas, or like Holiday Inn. I've been trying to watch some more lately. I watched one with Marilyn Monroe. I love Marilyn Monroe. She's fantastic. I did watch a movie where I was like, I can't handle how dumb they're trying to make you look in this movie. But for the most part, love it. It's great. So anything of like that style, I love it. What is this? Okay. That's all of my haul. I think that's all. Okay. So, organization. Let's talk that. So, I was trying to come up with, what do I want to do for 2019? What are my 2019 plans? What do I want to do for my New Year, New Start? So, I'm going to talk about my New Year, New Start first, and then I'll go into 2019 plans. So, my New Year, New Start, I've been wanting to do, I have had this pattern for so long. It's of Lady of Shallot. I think that's the name, Lady of Shallot. And it's this, like, it's a big piece. Like, I mean, I think it might be less than a Haid, but it's, like, pretty similar to a Haid, for sure. I've been really excited to start it, but also pretty intimidated. I've been, like, watching videos over the past, like, I mean, it's been, like, a year and a half, 2 years, where I've been trying to figure out, am I ready for this? Do I know how to do this? How do I do this? Because, I mean, there's just so much that you have to think about before you even start it. So I got the fabric a few months ago, and I got most of the colors. Not all of them. I only got like one skein of each, and you definitely need a lot more than one skein of each. I went to the store, Joann's, on, I think, New Year's Day. And there was this, like, 50% off coupon for, like, threads and stuff. And I was like, okay, I feel like this probably doesn't count for, cross-stitch floss, DMC. But it's worth trying because I need all of these colors, so fingers crossed it'll work. Went to the counter. This very nice girl was there. Thank goodness. So first off, I was like apologizing because I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so much floss. I'm so sorry. I know you have to scan every one of these individually. It's so much work. I would hate me if I were you, you know, the spiel. And she was like, oh no. I think like she was working with her friend, so she was just like in a great mood. And so then it's like about time for me to pay, and it was coming up to like $60-something, which was way more than I had expected. And I was like, oh god, no, please no. And so then I, like, gave her the coupon and was like, holding my breath, like, is it gonna work? And she was like, oh, that's weird, it's not working. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, well, that's weird. Like, I was hoping that would work. And she was like, oh, whatever, I'll give you the discount anyway. And I was like, no way. You were my favorite person, because I needed this really badly. So she totally made my day. Gave me 50% off on these threads that I needed. Yay. And then I needed to organize them. Organizing. So I spent like 3 days. It must not have been on New Year's Day then. Because I spent like 3 days organizing and prepping for this like before New Year's Day. Because I started this on New Year's Day. Yeah. So I needed to like reorganize all of my other floss. Like I had been bobbinating it and putting it in those like plastic containers, but I hated it, and so I got to a point where I just like wasn't doing it anymore because I just hated the idea of doing it. I hate bobbinating. I hated the cases. I don't know what it was. I didn't like it. So any floss that I was getting, like, it was just kind of going in a bag, and then it was like if I was done with a project, more floss was going there. If I was buying, or if I was starting a new project, I didn't even look for the colors anymore. Like, I am almost positive I had colors that I could have used for new projects and just didn't do it because I dreaded looking through the floss. So my first step was organize the floss that I have, see if I have any more colors that I could use for some of the other things, and then work on organizing for this massive, massive project. So, my dad has these containers that he got from his work. Ooh, wow, these are already coming in there. Containers. Very convenient. So then what I did was I got these little baggies, Ziploc baggies. I got a certain size, I can't remember which. And then I got some index cards, and I put the number on the top, and I put floss in, whether it was bobbinated or whether there was skeins. Like, look at this. I have 3 skeins of this. I have no idea why. I think I just kept buying it for different things, and I was buying too much. And then I wasn't checking to see if I had any, so I just kept buying it. Now I have 3 untouched skeins on top of, like, this is not the only color that this happened. So many of these. Like, I have just wasted so much money. And it's like, it's not like I have a full set of cross stitch. I just have multiple skeins on, like, certain colors. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I spent a ton of time getting all of my stuff organized in this. Watched a bunch of anime while I did it, so it was a good time. 2 boxes. These boxes are my regular floss. This is my floss collection. It's not that much. Like, I would actually like to start trying to get a full set, which is going to take a long time, but I think that's going to be one of my, like, goals. I think next time, like, as I'm buying things from, like, 123 Stitch, I'm just going to start buying, like, a couple skeins of DMC that I need every time and just add to my collection, and one day I will get there. So then, I got these photo boxes. This one is glittery. Look at that shine. Yes. Got these photo boxes from Joann's a while ago. So I used these for my actual project. So this was a lot because I first put everything in these Ziploc bags. Did the same thing with the other colors. I put them in Ziploc bags. I put an index card in them. I put the number on them, just for all of the colors that I had, all of the colors that were needed. But then I needed to organize them because most of the symbols in this piece are mixed. 2 different colors need to be used for one symbol. So, once I had all the colors together, then I went through and looked at every single symbol and got colors for each symbol. So, each one of these also has a label with the symbol that I used. And then I'm kind of organizing them even more to where the first number, so like these ones that are mixed, I have the 2 numbers on there. So this first number, I'm organizing them numerically by this first number so that when I look at the key, I get kind of a sense for like, oh, this is in like the 600 range. And then I go to the 600 range and I find the symbol really easily, which is a lot easier than going just by the numerical value or just by the symbol. It makes it pretty easy. So this took me forever. I had a really good time doing it though. Like, I don't know what it is about tedious tasks like this, but this was kind of my jam. Anything that I can really do, like, I mean, I think that's kind of cross-stitch in general. Cross-stitch can be tedious, but, like, I love doing cross-stitch while I'm, like, watching TV or reading an audiobook or doing whatever I feel like doing that day, you know? So this was great. I feel very organized. And I hope I stay that way. Because this is going to be a long, long project. It's going to take me forever. So, now, on to the project. I will show you my very small start. This project is massive, by the way. I'm gonna scoot back for this. Okay. Okay. So this is the fabric. It takes up most of this. Like, it's gonna be this big. It's gonna be huge. This is the section that I am working on. I have 6 squares done. And I was actually pleasantly surprised to see that, like, I could already kind of tell where I was on the picture. Like, if you look at the full picture, there's just, like, this tiny little spot at the corner that has, like, a long blue rectangle. I was like, oh, hey, I see that, yeah. yeah, that's there. Honestly, like, I'm not sure if you can really see. I don't think you can see very well, but these colors are actually, like, super pretty. They're all just, like, these really pretty, like, light greens and blues and purples, and I am really enjoying this. I think I am a full coverage person. I really like full coverage. Like, I like having to sit there and decide which color you're gonna do next, and, like, kind of just, like, the logic behind it. Like, I know some people do, like, so this is my first time doing, like, parking, which has been cool. I'm not doing, like, the intense parking where you stitch one and then you park it to the next one and then you stitch, like, the very next color. I'm just doing, like, okay, I picked a color, I'm going to stitch everything for that box, and then I'll park it in the next square. So that's going pretty well for me. I really like that method. But I just really like, you know, like, the constant switching of colors and the constant deciding, you know, where do I want to park this? Do I want to park it in this square or this square? You know, how do I want to make my next move type of a thing, where, like, some of the small patterns that you do, it's just kind of like, oh, great, I'm going to stitch this color for, like, 100 stitches or something, and, like, it's all very, like, square, or I don't know. It's just, not that I don't like small patterns. Like, I do like small patterns sometimes. I just think I, like, enjoy full coverage pieces a bit more. I'm really into it right now. So yeah, that is my new year, new start. So as far as 2019 plans, oh man, I wanted to do a video before and do this whole, like, oh, these are my plans and whatnot. And so I had to think, like, okay, well, what are my 2019 plans? What do I want to do? So my whole thing had been, I want to do a new start every single month this year. Because I know a lot of people are doing, like, the no new starts for, like, 6 months. But I only have, like, 4 or 5 whips. So, I mean, I don't really want to do no new starts. Like, I think that is more geared towards people who have 50 plus. I mean, not even 50. I mean, you could have, like, 20 plus or something. Or you can just do whatever you want. And if you don't want to do any new starts, then don't do any new starts. But I feel like I need to do some new starts. I don't have, like, as many as some other people, so I would like to keep doing them. Not to mention, Ink Circles just came out with the most amazing pattern. I will show you. I don't even know. It's so great. It's so great. I saw it the day one and I was like, I need this. I want to buy it. I have the money. Let's go, right? But of course they're not selling it online. They're just selling it in the stores for a little bit. So then it's, like, just recently been available online. And now I don't have the money. So now I have to wait until, like, my next paycheck. What a bummer. Oh, man. I got sidetracked. I don't remember what I was talking about. 2019 plans. That's what it was. Okay, so new start every month. I was pretty excited about that. I really wanted to do it until I started My Lady of Shallot. And I love stitching on that so much. And I love stitching on Marilyn so much. And Anne. And once I break the curse, you know, I'm going to be all about that witch, you know? So, as much as, like, I like the idea of doing new starts, I am also pretty obsessed with the whips that I already have. By the way, if you hear a bunch of, like, banging, my roommate is, like, upstairs, like, moving furniture and shit. So, just a heads up. God, I got sidetracked again. I'm really obsessed with my whips. That's it. So, I don't know if I want to do new start every month. I kind of just want to stitch whatever the hell I want. So I think that's going to be kind of my stitching plans for 2019 is I'm going to stitch whatever the hell I want, and I hope you do too. Because, I mean, if you're not enjoying it, then what are you doing? Like, this is our hobby. This is a fun time. I don't know, like, sometimes I like getting, like, really overly planning about certain things, and I like jumping on to do, like different events with other people and stitch-alongs and whatnot, but, like, sometimes I just need to, you know, really ask myself, what do I want to work on? And then just do that. So, that's it. So I think that's, oh no, I do have more. Okay, last couple things. Got a couple shout-outs / yeah, pretty much shout-outs. So first one, I'm pretty sure everybody knows who this is, and I am just, like, super late. Like, she's been doing videos for a really long time, but I just found her, and I just wanted to mention, oh shoot, I actually don't know what her actual YouTube name is. Oh man, I should have looked it up. Okay, well, she's Blind Me Cat on Instagram. She's like, oh shoot, I will link her down below. It starts with an I. She's really cool. She does a lot of, like, fantasy patterns, like dragons and stuff like that, or just like she's done some, like, Pokemon stuff. Like, she's just a really fun person to watch. Her name is Brittany, and yeah, I'm sure everybody else has heard of her. She's done designs and stuff. I've seen people do her designs, but I just found her, and I am loving her. And she, like, does drama, and it's just she's just a delight. I just really enjoy her. Second shout out is for someone new. Her name is Katelyn, and her YouTube channel is A Stitch for Mom. She's fairly new. I think she's only got, like, I think she has 7 videos, which is actually more than I have, because she does more videos than I do. But she's only been doing them for, I think, 2 months or so. So you guys should really go check her out. She's really fun. She's, like, super energetic. She's got a really cool story behind her YouTube channel name. I've been really enjoying watching her videos, so go check her out. And then last, like, kind of a shout out, kind of like an announcement. I'm sure all of you guys have heard this. If you haven't, you're probably living under a rock. But I meant to tell you guys about this my last video and totally forgot. So I'm like a month late, but McKenna at Stitching in Sequence has made her own store, online store. It's called 1884 Stitchery. And if you guys haven't checked it out already, like, you guys have to. Like, she has some amazing patterns on there. And she's really good at finding cool stuff to put on there. Like, if you just watch it, like, you're gonna find something that you like. It's like a lot of, like, more unique patterns, things that you don't always find at other places, which is really fun. So go check that out. I hope you guys have already checked it out, because it's really cool. But if not, do it. Do it. So yeah, oh, one more thing I've been meaning to talk about. I am going to the Arizona Stitch Fest. Actually, I think the name changed. Stitchnanigans, that's what it is, in Arizona, in April. And I am beyond excited. So, if you guys are going, let me know, because I want to know who I'm going to meet. And I'm really excited to meet everybody. Like, I am so excited to meet everybody. I want to do more, like, Stitch cons and whatever, Stitch retreats. Probably not this year, though, because they're expensive, and I probably will only do, like, one a year, but I really want to do more of them. I haven't even gone to my first one, and I'm already wanting to do more. I'm so excited about it. So, yeah. Let me know if you're going. Yeah, I hope you guys had such a great vacation, and let me know in the comments just, like, what you've been up to and how your vacation was. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you and all of the comments that you make. Like, it's just such a nice community to be in. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I will see you next time. Stitch whatever the hell you want. Bye, guys.